Good evening, Brian. We're here on campus where crews, investigators are still clearing, looking at the scene. I'm here with Audrey and her father, Ryan. I want to introduce you to them because Audrey's a student here at UVU, accounting student. And Audrey, tell us, you have a unique perspective here because you weren't necessarily in that rally, but you were at the classroom right next door. So you heard it all happening without knowing what was happening. Yeah. Tell me about that.
So pretty much we were in the classroom and we heard a bunch of running and screaming, so we were like, what the heck is going on? And one of the classmates goes, hey, they're screaming evacuate. So we pretty much just got whatever we could carry in our hands, and we started running. Everyone was pretty much just crying, screaming. Everyone was in a panic, trying not to run into each other, and we just ran as far as we could.
Audrey, tell me this, you were in a nutrition class,
Yes.
sitting there learning about nutrition, and you hear these things happen. What goes through your head? Do you immediately sprint? Do you even have time to process an emotion?
For me, I feel like I was pretty clear-minded. I pretty much just made sure to stick next to my classmate and figure out where exactly to go, where we should hide, what we should do, kind of those things.
You maintain a fairly logical approach, it sounds
Personally,
like.
I do, yeah.
Okay. I want to bring Dad in. Ryan, you obviously were hearing from your daughter going through something I can only imagine no parent wants to hear about. Tell me the moments you heard.
She gave me a call right when they got to safety, so it was a little bit scary. But knowing that she was with classmates and they were, I think, heading to a dorm kind of out of the way, so it was nice to know that she was safe and she had a group of people. So.
I'm sensing some emotion there right now. Now that you've had time to kind of process what's going through your head.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Just you hear about all these shootings and stuff, and you never think it's going to happen here in Utah. So it's crazy, just unbelievable. When
you got out, was he the first person you reached out to? What was the first thing you kind of did?
I kind of just panicked, and I don't know who's I can call because they're both working. So I called my mom, told her the situation, hung up, called my dad, and then service went out.
When you got that call from her, Ryan, I can't imagine what that must have felt.
Yeah, it was pretty scary, but just knowing that she was already at safety, and it made me feel a lot better that she was with people. So.
I understand this may be a sensitive question. We know school is obviously canceled for the next few days, but at some point, things go on. Classes go back. You do return. As a dad, how does that feel? Is there concern there?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, because you never think it's going to happen here, and then when it does, you never know. So, yeah, there's concern, but I'm sure that they'll step up the security and make events safer in the future. So,
We're curious to see kind of what happens as a result of this. And for you, Audrey, is this going to affect you in any way as a student coming to campus with all of these large events happening at all times?
For me personally, I don't think I'll be too bothered. Of course, it'll be in the back of my mind, but I do know, most people will be very traumatized from this event, and they'll definitely be timid.
And our hearts go out to them, to you, to all of you. We recognize you've all been through a lot as a dad, too, and we appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Wishing you nothing but the best. Thank you so much. You just heard from Audrey and her dad, Ryan. Now, they came back on campus tonight because Audrey rode her bike here. You may have noticed she had a helmet in hand. That was her spare helmet. Because things moved so quickly in that emergency today, she left her main helmet here in the classroom on campus. She went and tried to get it inside, but because that investigation is still happening, that building is still locked down. So she wasn't allowed to enter. They said she might be able to try again tomorrow, but just, wow, some of those emotional moments you heard from her dad as a parent, hearing your child go through something like that, even though she's safe and okay now, you feel the love, you feel the concern, and we are feeling that for them tonight.